All right, and the last one we're going to take a look at in this chapter is about bumblebee bats. It says the mean weight of a bumblebee bat, the world's smallest mammal, is 1.8 ounces. If you were wondering what a bumblebee bat looks like, it's this thing right here. Kind of tiny, cute little guy. Anyway, let's set up the null and alternative hypothesis. They're claiming that the mean weight is 1.8 ounces. So the null hypothesis is actually going to be our claim here that it is, oops, not 1.6, but 1.8 ounces. So that's going to be our claim. So I'm going to mark that as the claim. So if my claim is that it is 1.8 ounces, the alternative is that it is not 1.8 ounces. So it gives us some sample weights in ounces of 15 randomly selected bumblebee bats. Here they are. Now, I need a sample mean and a sample standard deviation. I know my sample size is 15 here, but we've got to get that sample mean and standard deviation. Now, when you take a look at your Excel spreadsheet, you can see that over on the right-hand side, there is a place to put in data. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take those data points and we're going to type them in. And we can see that that gives us a sample mean of 1.71 and a sample standard deviation of 0.2875. So our sample mean, I'm going to pull this over a little bit more so I can see it. So our sample mean is 1.7133 and our sample standard deviation is 0.25. 2588. Now we're going to put those in. So we just transfer that data from over here over here. So we're claiming it either is 1.8 or it's not equal to 1.8. And my sample mean was 1.7133. Standard deviation is 0.2588. My sample size was 15. Now, this time, I don't see an alpha or significance value. So if they don't provide one to us, assume that we're going to use 0.05. That's typically what academics use. So I'm going to use 0.05. And I get a t-value of negative 1.30. Remember, we now round that 29 to 30. So negative 1.30. My p-value here is, my p-value is 0.2154. If it asks for a critical t-value on your homework, you can find that value here, negative 2.14 and positive 2.14. All right, and then this time compare our p to our significance level, and we can clearly see that p is greater than alpha. That means we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Our original claim is H0. So again, since our claim was that it was 1.8, we are also going to say we fail to reject the claim that the mean weight of bumblebee bats is 1.8. Again, it could be 1.8, but we're not really sure what it is.